Hello, everyone, and welcome. We are coming to you live from the studio here at Cityscape Global in Riyadh. My name is Olivia Kinghorst, and I have the pleasure of being joined by Anas Aldowayan, Chief Executive Officer of Tazayud Real Estate Development. First of all, welcome. It's been a very big for you and also even bigger because you are one of the golden sponsors at this year's event. So talk to us. How significant is your participation and what's the highlight or key message you want to share with our audience today?
Thank you, Olivia. It's been a pleasure to be with you in the studio. Today is our third participation in Cityscape. Every year we are proud about how the story getting improved and really we like how the whole ecosystem of Cityscape is growing and how the attraction point is getting better every year. We found Cityscape as a platform for every real estater, either developer, service provider, landlord, or even a banking or financiers. And always, we are in Arabic, we call there is souks. And souks is always the place where the people is coming together. And even you found it in old cities and in the new cities. Where the souk is even next to the mosque, where everyone after the prayer, they come and go to the trading and opening the discussion, seeing the news, and opening collaborations. And this is what we can call it the annual souk of real estaters. It's their cityscape. And it's really a platform where everyone cannot avoid. Everyone, you can see the chairmans, you can see the CEOs of every single company, the Royal Highnesses, and every single stakeholders in this industry need to be there, need to be attended, need to be following up what's the trends in the real estate. And this is where the Cityscape really repositioning the market into the let's say the update of the markets internationally. And we like how it's been over all the years, and we are happy to participate every year. Thank you so much.
Well, we're certainly seeing that. We have people joining from all corners of the world, as you mentioned. Now, Saudi Arabia's real estate sector is, of course, undergoing a major transformation. How are you seeing the shift, and where does Tazayud want to play a role in this bigger landscape?
Yeah. Thank you for this question. It's a really good question, and we always would like even our people around us to understand these changes. We are one of the first who really trying to accommodate with those changes and trying to compatible our projects with those changes. The new generation right now, we talk about 60% of the Saudi people under the 30 years old. And those people came with different minds, different needs. They need more of a proximity in their lives, limited travel time, more of working hours, more of entertainments. All of those things, it's been built in our designs and our projects. Even the people came to our project, they thought all of our project came from the same designer. We told them it came from the same leaders, from the same team who built the same momentum of our understanding of the culture. Right now, the 30% of the cultural budget of Saudi is went to the cultural and heritage experiences. And this is one of our direction, for example. We built our markets, our experiences to be so much cultural oriented, to be so much accommodating with the experience. We are building the quality and experience together to reach. And to be honest, it's not easy to build it to the value. It's not easy to build it and to provide the right product with all of those three matrices. It's not easy. This is how we can see the shift and the changes. Yeah.
And speaking of projects, Tazayud's projects come with the Hayat brand.
Yes.
Can you tell us, what does that represent to you?
Hayat is very old heritage of the company because our first project before 35 years, it was Hayat Plaza. It's one of the largest malls in Eastern Province. It's 1,500 shops and tenors, and it's up and running up till this moment, and it's growing. It's growing since we are taking care about every single detail about the management, renovations, events. We have a weekly event. We bring the crafts. We bring every single event about the traditional related things into Hayat Plaza, and this is where the Hayat came. To be honest, we started a long journey with branding agencies about building a new brand for our development products. And we end up with, we cannot find a better name than Hayat. Since we are building Hayat. Hayat is a name of life, La Vida, the life. It's more of how we are building the life, building the living experience for our people, either in shopping experience or in residential experience or a mixed-use development.
Wonderful. So, how has Tazayad contributed to the urban landscape in the Eastern Province and across the kingdom overall? Can you share some concrete examples that demonstrate this impact that you've had?
I can give you different examples about how we can do this. One of our projects, and this is the first time I talk about in the media, we take to one of the funds in the capital market. They have a distress project in a very nice location. And we went to the auction and we buy it very cheaply. And we spend 4 times than the auction price to bring it back into alive, to be hayat. And right now, it's make a good generation, a good income behind the mall. And there's more than 6 international brands there, and a couple of shops and restaurants and coffees, and a good experience for the neighborhood where this place been neglected for a long while, where we came and we renovated and we bring it into a revival story. This is one of our examples. I have also too many examples. One of them is what we're doing in Mecca right now. We have a project in Mecca, in Masar Mecca. We bring the first green building into Mecca. And also we're trying to make it so much into the lead and the green building, sustainable building. And at the same time, we build it with a good value for the users or for the residents. Another example is about project in Riyadh. Or, or let's talk about the shopping malls. Maybe it's more clear. We bring the heritage and the traditional malls. And you know, in Gulf, people like the traditional malls. You go to Kuwait, Bahrain, Qatar, you see the most crowd places in the map is the traditional malls. Because people are enjoying the experience of traditional mall, the experience of shopping with a budget shopping and certain products that you cannot find it except in those malls. We're trying to redefine those malls into a safety, into a better modern experience with a heritage, let's say, design. We're trying to make it more, how we can make the walkability easy for the old people, how we can make it more safe for the families, how we can add some entertainment into the traditional malls. And this is how we do through Haya Downtown, our new product. We turn a 20,000 square meter land from a parking lot into a shopping experience with a traditional theme. You can enjoy the theme of architect of the Eastern Province if you are from outside the country, and you can enjoy it with a nice shopping experience, restaurants, coffees, craft hoods, and nice souvenir shops, and also entertainment and a weekly experience in every week.
So not just a place where you go in, quickly buy something and leave, but a place where you can really sit down, enjoy, and relax. It's a full package.
It is. Yes, that's indeed.
So traditional markets still hold, of course, cultural and social significance in Saudi Arabia. What is the future there? What is your perspective on the traditional markets?
In traditional market, we think we have this as a niche for our expansions in the malls. We have 35 years of proven concepts. And right now we are working on expansion with a couple of municipalities and landlords and a couple of regions. We would like to make this as one of the major lines in our development schemes. Since we have a good relation to the operators and also to the tenants or to the brands that really operate on these markets, to the craft makers, also to the traditional SMEs, they would like to also participate in those malls. You cannot imagine those malls. The shops is varying between 6 meters until 200 meters. And 6 meters is very small for someone who imagine, is it a shopping hall? Is it a shopping venue, 6 meters? It's enough for a small family to run a business from 6 meters because they have a singular projects or singular products, and they don't need to have a warehouse or store in the same store. They manage to manage it on the spaces. On the same time, you open a large, let's say, job opportunities and open doors to a community's integration and involvement on this. And as I told in the beginning, still until this moment, you can see the growth for the traditional markets is very slow, and the need for those markets is growing. And you can really see this in the crowd on those markets if you go to Qatar, Bahrain, Riyadh, and Kuwait. And this is what we are doing right now to be pioneers on those kind of markets, bring it into life again in a modernized way, more of good facility management and a better experience with a family and nice kids entertainment places, coffee shops, and also safety aspects.
Well, it seems that you will certainly be very busy over the next couple of years. And just final question before you go. The key word I've been hearing throughout our conversation is the word experience.
Yes.
So on that note, what has been your experience here at Cityscape Global?
I think it's so much energetic experience. To be honest, we really found we really found out that the suffer we have here on the night once we come back to the bed. It's really we enjoying every single moment within the whole experience and meeting the right people. To be honest, there is people you don't see them over the year unless you see them in Cityscape, and we really enjoy it as experience. And I think it's well designed. Yeah.
Well, we look forward to seeing you here at the studio next year at this international market, or souk, as you call it. It was lovely speaking with you. Thank you for sharing your insights.
Thank you so much.
And
you so
thank
much,
you
Stephen.
to all of our audience joining us here at Cityscape Global in Riyadh.